Good morning, people. How are you all doing? Are we finally getting a turn in indices? Um, Let me just do this quickly. Preserving streamer who's live in my chat on Trader Kane YouTube. Head over to the Lab Live. I'm about to say Prop from Compare. The Lab Live to interact with us. I don't read the chat here. I apologize. I apologize. Alex, Ed, Alex, Johnny, is it Zykov? How we all doing? How we doing? Be sure to like the stream. Morning, Che. Morning, Auntie. How's everyone doing today? Trading going well? Anyone in the green? Anyone in the red? Let me know. Let me know. Tell you what, market looks pretty destined to go to this May low, this 12th of May low. Great trade with Uno during London, and that's what I like to see. What am I expecting from indices today? So let's just recap what we kind of went over yesterday. We kind of wanted this like stalling day. We got a good closure below this high time frame support. Um, basically an area that was used to go higher. They now back tested it and now they're trading lower. Um, they couldn't trade into okay. Leo, how are you?
Howdy, howdy, how we doing?
Yeah, good. Sorry, 2 secs. I was doing something.
You're good, no
Um,
worries.
so basically they back tested this level overnight. Um, like at 6 o'clock, basically they opened and then they tried to trade higher and they've been trading lower since. If we look at the 2 a.m. high, the 2 a.m. wick, it took out that previous 10 o'clock, that 10 o'clock level, and now they're trading lower. So ultimately for me, I um I think that the reality is we trade basically lower till 10. Um and we kind of look to just continue to trade lower after that shift. Leo, sorry, keeping it sweet.
No, you're good. Good morning. How we doing?
I'm good. Yourself?
Doing well, doing well. Just hopping on the charts here. I'm kind of in agreement with you here on looking for lower markets. For me personally, I'm looking for these Tuesday, May 12th, or yeah, looking for Tuesday, May 12th lows, around the 28,742. We did reject Monday 6 a.m. We did reject off of the 6 hour fair value gap here, led to a very bearish closure. So now for myself, one of my primary draws is going to be this Tuesday 12 o'clock low, followed by this Thursday 6 p.m. low as well for draws. So for me, as of right now, definitely looking more like with what Kane is on, looking more for a bearish bias for today. Would like to see a continuation lower, especially with price heading in this direction and a rejection off of a higher time frame fair value gap. So that's kind of the outlook for me on indices right now, at least for NASDAQ. That's definitely one of the primaries. YM and ES very similar here. YM is rejecting off of some higher time frame fair values as well here, and also did get a closure below a 4 hour and a 6 hour change in state of delivery here from the Friday 2 p.m. window. So even though YM is a little bit more on the consolidation side, I am looking to see price continue lower in this consolidation. We could manipulate out the high being the Monday 6 o'clock high before seeing price head lower, especially because we know that YM in terms of correlation is quite a discrepancy when it comes to correlation with SMT. So if it does sweep out the Monday high, we form a Monday high SMT. we could see also YM continue lower after this accumulation um, on the 6 or 4 hour on this example. So looking for lower prices for sure. But good morning, everybody, and hope we are doing well.
Yeah, I agree with you. I just think that the market is super overextended for a prolonged period of time, and a healthy pullback would be nice.
Yes, sir. So we're just hopping on here. No trades for me yet either at the moment. But yeah, hope we're all doing well. Villas, Tarj, Nat, good morning, good morning. Alix, Yap, Anubis, how we doing? Good morning, everybody. So we'll see what exactly we can have forming for today. But lower prices for me as of right now. Definitely want to see a good 15-minute structure here, trade off the 1 minute for myself. And that is what we are looking to see for today primarily.
You growing a Tash?
Am I grown a Tash?
Yeah,
I just haven't cleaned up super well, tiny bit.
I think it looks good.
It's gonna be my little baby Euro stash going.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think they call it something different over here, but okay.
Yeah. I don't think market will drop before Nvidia earnings, exactly after high probability, but before. True. Hey, Nvidia has had the tanker after we had quite a bit of some highs on Nvidia there, especially with AMD as well. But we did see Nvidia pull all the way up into those high 230s and even the close to 240s there, less than a week ago.
Nat is back. Hey, you and Nat have got some beef.
Yeah, chat. Also, in terms of commodities, chat, to be 100% honest, I honestly haven't traded commodities in quite some time. For me, gold does look like we're going to head higher. I'd like to see if we have an SMT forming between gold and silver here on the higher time frame or on the 15 here. We did see a low swept out. Let me actually check this out here. I do like this setup. Actually, yeah, no current SMT, I don't think. Yeah, no active SMT quite yet here with gold and silver, both quite in correlation, but I would like to see potential higher prices into some higher time frame gaps here. That's for sure. Hello, French King. Hi, seeing you after a week. Yes, sir. What's up, Isabella? How are we doing? Morning, morning.
Good morning, Isabel. Isabella. Isabel.
Isabella.
Izzy. Is.
Say 15 different names. See which one
Yeah.
lands.
I'll get one of them right.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
So yeah, chat. We'll see what happens. I do like on the 15 here on NQ, I do like this manipulation that occurred. We saw that we swept out these lows. We swept out the 5 o'clock low, the 6 and 7 o'clock low during the 8 o'clock open here, which has now led to an SMT at the lows here. So for myself, um, I mean, this honestly just means probably just a temporary retrace before we see market continue lower. But we do have this large 15-minute gap that formed that ES is rejecting off of, as well as NQ. So likely look for price to retrace back into this 15-minute gap. And then as we approach the New York session open, likely then see a continuation sequence lower is kind of the game plan for me at the moment. I do like this framework though. I do look for these lower prices. So if we can tap back into this 15-minute here, form some type of an SMT within this 15-minute gap, that would honestly just form a candle 3 on the 15 minutes. So this would be a candle 3 continuation on the 15, which I'm a big, big fan of.
Yeah, I probably want to see us clear out like back test 29K. Scenario I would like to short. Hopefully ES can get to like 2400 74 sorry, 24 um 7400s.
Mm. Yeah, Chad, what's everybody looking at today? What's kind of the verdict with everybody here in terms of trading, in terms of anything at all? Did we all have a good weekend reset? What was the general plan for everybody? What's up, Coach Fred? Good morning. Good hearing from you.
Wait, Rips was burping on stream?
It's the most random thing, but I can respect it.
You know, I have an interesting fact. I cannot burp.
What?
Yeah, it's a medical condition. One of the muscles don't allow me to burp. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I swear. So when I drink fizzy drinks and stuff, like
You don't burp from drinking a fizzy drink?
I have to like regulate my the air coming out my throat.
Holy cow.
Swear, yeah.
It's actually insane.
David, you're top 1,000 right now?
Hmm. I'm actually trying to get bumped out top 1000 Certified Cup. Very nice. Yeah, chat. Not much for me here. I'm honestly just primarily watching the 15-minute for indices at the moment. Like to look for a 15-minute retrace into a 15-minute continuation sequence here with this SMT at the lows. But as of right now, not too much else. Number 943, very nice, David.
I'm sure some people will fuck it up.
Probably.
Where are you in the world right now? Florida?
No, no, no. I'm California.
Damn. Bro moved to Florida to go straight home.
La Familia.
Where's T right now? He's also in Florida. He's also in California.
He's in LA.
Damn.
I think he's in LA right now more than Florida.
I wonder why.
Makes the move over there.
He wouldn't do it. He's too tight.
Yeah, that's true. Just doing the bare needed. Very nice, David. Just to keep you in on the cup. I respect it.
It's like 5:20. Is it 5:20 on the West Coast right now?
Yeah, it's 5:20. So yeah, I woke up today at 4:40 a.m. And then funny enough, right before stream, like I was like setting up the microphone and then just got like a gnarly bloody nose. And I was like, all right, well, gonna be on about 5, I guess. The air is super dry as of right now. We've had some interesting weather. So yeah, about 4:50 a.m. I'd say is the wake up. So it takes me a second to just hop on and get used to charts here, and then I'm a-okay golden to start trading. It's brutal. That's why we like the East Coast. Get that 8:50 a.m. wake up or that 7:50 a.m. wake up. Oof, buttery. Wow. And Q rejecting quite heavily here on the 15. Likely not even going to see a retrace back into the 15-minute gap, or might mostly just probably going to see a continuation of price here, is my assumption. Was watching ES weekly fair value gap below pending reaction to drop some non-prop money. There we go. There we go. Drop some non-prop money. Can respect that.
Trail's getting warm. Yeah, I'm going to Greece tomorrow, Thursday. and the UK gets hot on Friday. Sad times.
Is the weather gonna start picking up now soon? Getting that.
Yeah, it's like we have like a heat wave. Well, I say a heat wave, but it's like a week of better, warmer weather.
Oh wow.
Yo, Fred, I'm going to IOS. Yeah.
Amsterdam also is there a heat wave just whipping through Europe, I guess? Dang.
I wouldn't say it's a heat wave, but it's like 28 degrees Celsius, which is obviously warm for the UK.
Yeah, no kidding. It's sick.
Yeah, Fred. I'm going for a wedding, believe it or not. Is UK weather comparable to New York? Hot but doesn't get very humid. Where the fuck in New York have you been? Every time I've been to New York when it's hot, it's fucking humid.
I was gonna say the same thing there. I was like UK weather. Because New York in the winter, I wouldn't say is
Oh,
exactly
bro.
like,
Maybe you live in New York and you've adjusted, but fucking New York is humid.
yeah. 34 Celsius in Mumbai, that's crazy. Dude, that's just too hot. That's genuinely just too hot.
34? That's not that hot. That's like the average Californian day, no? Oh yeah, but Florida's like a different level of humidity. It's like
Dude,
comparing like Florida humidity to anything in the world is just silly.
it's actually insane. Florida humidity is crazy. Like even when I was there, dude, it was like I don't even know, like 30 to 34, 35 Celsius was it? And it was just like you step outside for 2 minutes and you're drenched in sweat.
Hmm.
Like you can't do anything about it. You just have to kind of sit there. So like I'd forgotten how humid Florida gets, and so when I was there, I brought a bunch of like my favorite earth tone t-shirts, just like match with a bunch of fits, but like earth tone kind of matte shirts show your sweat stains. And so literally when I was there with T, I was like, T, dude, I gotta keep reapplying deodorant like every 2 seconds. I'm like, this is diabolical, man. Like genuinely insane. 68% humidity right now. Yeah, that's crazy. I wonder what Florida humidity looks like. Says humidity in Florida, it's yeah, wow. Okay. It's 28 Celsius as of right now at 8 a.m. and it's 76% humidity in Florida. That's crazy.
Fuck that.
Greece should be nice though.
Yeah, it should be.
Like weather's always pretty decent. Thank you, Ed. Good morning, good morning. Hope you're doing well. We are back. Yeah, so honestly, it's just looking
What
like
the fuck is
as of right now, chat,
Celsius?
there's no trades for me. 15 minute just looks like it's going to continue lower. ES is rejecting higher a bit here. NASDAQ is kind of just ranging a bit here on the 15. So nothing too special as of right now. I would like to see the 8 o'clock low get reswept though, ideally. If you want and a closure below, if you want to see price continue lower.
Celsius is the global way of measuring the weather, typically the temperature. 2% of the world, well, actually, that's not true. Fahrenheit is basically only ever used in the US.
Yeah, this is true. Everybody uses Celsius. Yeah, just watching this 15-minute consolidation here, chat. Not too much here. We'll see what happens. See if we can frame something before New York Open. No promises though, chat. Plus 32, there you go, sky trades. There we go.
Only no freedom units.
That's crazy.
That is a crazy statement.
That is nuts. Freedom units.
Exactly. Why would we have like, oh, it's 80 degrees today. Like, it's cold as shit. Why are we even pretending it's high?
Yeah, and Q on this one as well is just kind of ranging a bit here, Chad. We have this SMT at the lows, and it's just super rangy at the moment. So nothing for me, but sit back and relax.
Yeah, same. It's gonna all happen at the open, isn't it? Probably. It's gonna be
It's looking
annoying.
like that exactly.
Don't know how you guys do it. I mean, it's just imagine being born in a box and then saying like, I don't know how you live in a box. It's like it's basically all we know.
87 in Georgia today. Jeepers nuts. All right, big 15-minute bearish move here on NQ. Looks like we're making our way back down into the 8 o'clock low. Likely going to see a small bullish pop when we resweep out that 8 o'clock low. I keep on waiting, waiting. Yeah, 1 minute looks quite solid here as well. Leo Yapper's back. Let's go. What's up, Kevin? Good seeing you, boss man.
Man, I'm hungry as shit right now. Maybe some tiramisu. Maybe not.
I just never, I don't think I'm ever going to get over that, too. I just don't understand it. Like,
Maybe a Subway. You should try Chicago cannoli. Yeah, you think they deliver to my house?
S15's not showing anything here, chat. And commodities as well. We're seeing gold and silver also consolidate quite heavy on the 15. So it does look like everything is going to happen at the New York Open today. So as of right now, we are just staying patient, vigilant, and waiting our turn.
How do you say this? This thing in Saint-Tropez? Get a tropez. What is this, Leo? Maybe I had it.
Saint-Tropez get a Tropézienne, super good pastry. Here we search up a picture of it there. Right.
Oh, it's the cream thing. I actually
Yeah,
never
it's
had
like
this.
it's like Tropézienne, but they sometimes put they can put like the powdered sugar on top of it, or they do like actual granulated sugar on it. It's super good. I Chad, this might be a hot take, but I don't really like cream desserts. I genuinely just don't. Like I've tried the Tropézienne, it's not my favorite. I can't lie. Thoughts on the Drake album, boys? Haven't listened to it. Is it a banger?
It's mid, to be
Mid.
honest.
All right. Good to
At
know.
least I thought it was mid.
I won't waste my time. Simple. Boom. Good morning. What's up, Kevzos? What is up? What is up, my brother? How we doing? Hope you're doing well. Good. Very nice. Happy to hear it.
Huge move down. He's bullish. Maybe.
Massively bullish. What's the criteria behind this conclusion? I must know.
Hey,
What's
George.
up, George? This NQ chart looks awful. Trust me, Isam, I'm thinking the same thing right now. Formed an SMP at the lows here, and then now I honestly think we're just gonna range into a New York Open. So it might be a very slow 8 o'clock candle here. We'll probably see some more action pick up around 9. As of right now, commodities are continuing higher with this SMT at the lows here. But other than that, Chad, I can't lie. I just want to see more structure on the 15 form here before even considering wanting to trade on the 1 minute. No structure on the 15 makes it hard for me to want to framework something properly.
I would just love a back test of 29K.
Low, yep, are we going left or right today on NQ? Best to stay level to level. Facts, factual. You know it.
What's my favorite LoL team? I don't really have one, bro. I'm not that into that game. We could. I wouldn't like it though, to be honest. I mean, very much right now. If I look at ES and NQ, you've got divergence of that low, which makes me think it, yeah, it could just basically buy out of here. The reality is I would probably want to, I just definitely want to sell this at 29K. That's the area I
Yeah.
want to sell at.
And kind of what I was saying from the beginning of this stream session here was I wanted to see a retrace on indices back into this 15-minute gap. If we could form some type of an SMT at the highs within this 15-minute gap, look for a 1 minute continuation sequence lower or even a 15-minute continuation sequence lower on NQ. So if NASDAQ does continue higher here, I still will look to enter for shorts around the 15-minute gap once we form an SMT and confirm it with the SIST. That is the ideal profile for moi. 28, 540-ish would not, honestly, that wouldn't, that'd be ideal. I'd like for that to occur. I want to see the Monday lows swept and then look for 28, 742, which should be quite feasible once we trace back into 15-minute gap here. That's what I'll then look to see. Big move up here. Looks like I think we're heading all the way up. My target is 29, 125. Okay, fair enough. Fair game, brother. Wishing you the best of luck. I mean, based on this 15-minute range here, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we see close to 29K here on the 15 because that's going to trace into this 15-minute gap. So that I could definitely see being the case here, 100%. And Q right now off the SMT on the lows is finally expanding away from the SMT. So we could see this form.
What are you guys guessing this, the chat? Start. Go back last 10 days, my high levels.
Quite the move up into this fair value now on the 15. Looks like 9 o'clock is looking like we're going to be primed for something, chat. Trust the process, chat. Why are you guys guessing this, the chat? Sort of like higher time frames go back past 10 days market levels. We have multiple major wick touch points. There you go. NQ longs from 28,940 into 29,020. Okay, interesting. Do last 10 days, 15 minute, 5 minute, then monitor 2 minute. We got some analysts in chat. Respect. We've finally tagged into the 15-minute gap, by the way. I was telling you guys I wanted to see. So form some type of an SMT inside of this 15-minute gap here. Could very much so be interested in looking to go short, even pre 9 o'clock open. Big move into this fair value now on the 15. I'm just going to watch to see whether or not we form and create some type of SMT.
Yeah, they're running out of steam here.
Nice move here. Afternoon, what's up, KV? Call me crazy to think that last push was the low for the day. Okay. What's your bias? I'd like to see price head lower. I'd like to see us form some type of a SMT at the highs within this 15-minute gap and then trade a candle three continuation lower. That's the ideal profile for myself. And then look to see the 9 o'clock until 10 o'clock here form a short signature lower. We have some pretty nice draws we can tag into. We've got the lows here at 28,742 all the way down to 28,540 are two major DOLs I'm looking for price to tag into. But I ideally look for NASDAQ to sweep out some highs, SMT with ES and NQ, grab a 1 minute continuation sequence lower or even a 15-minute continuation sequence lower. As of today, I do want to be clear, it is a no news Monday and a no news Tuesday today. Wednesday, we do have FOMC minutes, and Thursday, we have building permits and housing starts. So nothing super crazy for yesterday and today, but we do have prep for FOMC minutes, which also is not.
We have Nvidia earnings after the close on Wednesday.
Yeah. Morning, everyone. What's up, Chris? Just keep dropping my block charger. So yeah, for me, chat, once again, my bias today does remain bearish. I am bearish on the day. I am expecting 9 o'clock to likely give us more of some direction, especially if we can start forming a rejection off of this 15-minute gap. That is what I will be looking for primarily to see a short signature form. As of right now, we have a micro SMT forming on the 15 here. ES has swept out the high. NASDAQ is not. So NASDAQ, as of right now, is the stronger asset in this SMT pair. So if this 15-minute holds the SMT and we see a rejection lower, closure below 28,866.75 will be my short signature entry here on the 15. That is what I will be watching for. Next week, Monday is bank holiday. Probably see the biggest moves of the week on Thursday. Potentially, yeah. And it is Memorial Day. Correct. Correct. There's a nice 15-minute sweep out there from ES. NASDAQ still holding this lower high. This could look nice here. Commodities, I'm hands off of on the 15. These are just consolidating like some mad folks. So, not super intrigued by this at the moment. Nice. 15-minute SMT might hold here. I might look for a short signature soon. Anyone else here trade book maps? I do not personally. Is Leo European or American? What if I told you both? Well, I second that. Is Leo actually a French speaker? Yes, I am. Fun fact, French was my first language. Crazy, I know. Sound mega American, but French was my first language because I was born and raised in the States. But yeah, I am both French and American. You guys are quite funny. Croissant. Voilà. Très cool. Oh my God. Oh geez. Good 15-minute reject here. This SMT is holding well. So for me, Chad, if I want to trade a 15-minute C3, I want to see a closure below the 2866.75. Look to go short. So an ideal signature would look like candle body closure, stop at the protected high, target of 1.5 here. This will be the short signature I'd be watching for. Just going to watch for the new 15-minute open, see if this SMT holds.
Stuart, no, I'm not. I'm trading next Tuesday.
All right, gonna watch to see. Got the 9 o'clock open here in the next 15 minutes here, and we'll see what we can framework off of this. We are rejecting off of a 1 minute fair value gap now on NQ. But I would like to see this SMT hold and just watch price reject off this 15 minute. That would be very nice.
It's one day.
A nice SMT still holding here on the 15. Really want to see price continue lower. Ideally off this 15-minute gap chat. Lower, lower price.
Trade is good for automating your trade journal. Personally, I think it's great.
There we go. 15 is rejecting now. SMT's holding. So NQ or ES. ES look for a closure below 73.94.75 here. Likely going to trade NASDAQ since it is the stronger asset in this SMT pair. But closure, candle body closure, ideally looking for a 15-minute closure below 28, 886, 866.75. And I will be looking to go short here. That is the ideal framework for me today, chat. You in shorts, Lo? I'm not in shorts, but I am frameworking some shorts right now. I'm very interested in some potential shorts if we can see price head lower. We are rejecting a bit off VWAP though, which is one thing I am making mental note of here. Because if VWAP holds and this 15 decides to just crank higher, then not much I can do there except wait until the New York Open. But we'll see, chat. We will see. Yeah, 15 heading a bit higher here. Reject off the VWAP. Now we're just bouncing off of that now. So it's going to be interesting. Not sure if I can frame anything here. So likely just going to wait until the New York AM Open if price decides to just continue higher off this. Hmm. Still valid SMT between ES and NQ. We'll see, chat. I'm just going to be patient here. Wait on this one. Close looking like it's setting up for a nice bullish move. Yeah, it was. I mean, it's a bit consolidated, so I'd like to see manipulation out of the lows before we see price trend higher on gold. But I do see the vision for a bullish move on gold. That's for sure. Looks like it just wants to continue bumping here a bit, so likely going to remove this S&T with the yes. So not much from me here, chat. I cannot lie, chat. I have to be patient today. Waiting for this close in the hour one. Yeah, fair. Yeah, for me, if this SMT can hold, then I can still framework shorts off of this. But if this SMT doesn't hold and we just kind of head lower off this fair value, it's going to be hard for me to frame shorts. So I'd likely wait until the New York Open, chat.
Gold looks dead.
I know.
Just hasn't fucking moved. I couldn't actually trade the Tradeify Cup. Um, I'm in the next round, so we don't actually trade it. We just get straight through.
Come on, Nasdaq, just reject off this 15. Give me rejection off the 15 into a nice short signature here. I'll be a happy camper. Happy camper, chat. Looking for price to bounce off of VWAP yet again here. We're seeing Nasdaq's been really rejecting quite well off VWAP recently. It's a buddy of mine that's been trading VWAP. VWAP mixed in with Fractal recently. It's quite interesting. I'm 5.5 cap and still place 1,999th. Holy cow.
Yeah, it's
Keepers nuts.
getting a bit hectic in there, isn't it? I think everyone that's up big is trading silver.
Oh, sorry. VWAP I have open on my trade of 8 here, so I don't have it open on my active chart. So I do apologize. Exact kind of levels for VWAP right now. VWAP is kind of hitting around the 28, 922.75 as of right now.
Morning, Josh.
Once again, tagging in a view up here. Yeah, chat. Likely just gonna wait until 9 o'clock open here and even potentially New York Open at this point. Morning, what's up, Josiah? An expectation for today, looking for lower prices. Me personally, I will be looking for lower prices. We're inside of this 15-minute gap. SMT is still present between NASDAQ and ES. We also have a dual SMT forming now with a strength switch SMT, with NASDAQ sweeping out the high, ES not. So strength switch SMT, this can hold into the 9 o'clock. Really could look for a nice short signature lower. And that is literally all I'm watching as of right now. That is my active watch list. Yeah. What's up, Easy Trades? Yeah, and yeah, I don't have VWAP open on my main chart. I don't like having my main chart cluttered, so I have VWAP indicator open on Trade Just just letting you know. Morning. There we go. Strength switch S&T here on the 15 looks really solid on ES and NQ. Looking likely to maybe even trade into some ES shorts at the 9 o'clock open here at 4 minutes to 9 o'clock. So that is what I'm watching for. Leo, can you read why VWAP in place? Repeat why. I just have an indicator open on Trade of 8, but it's at current VWAP currently relies at 28,923. So we now just trace back into it and we're rejecting off of VWAP. I don't trade VWAP a lot. It's just sometimes something I'll look at. And a buddy of mine has been putting me not on it recently, but just has been trading it with a variation of fractal. So it's been a fun little confluence to look at to see where price is rejecting from. So 1 minute looks really good though. I can't even lie, chat. Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking this 15-minute setup here. This SMT holds, chat. I'm really looking to go short. I just really want to see this closure below 866.75 for me to have like pure confidence in this short signature right now, chat. But I can't lie, I'm a fan of what I'm seeing. Big fan. Nice reject here. This actually looks pretty solid, chat. Kind of what I told you guys from the beginning of the stream here. Watch for a retrace into the 15-minute gap, 4-minute SMT, respect that SMT. I could look for a 1 minute entry here off this 1 minute SMT, but ideally instead I'm going to be looking more for um, whether or not we actually form a solid 15-minute entry signature because I do like this 15-minute is a very proper C3. We had a C2 closure at the 5:15, 6 o'clock open, consolidation, trace into a gap that was formed during candle two's window. This looks more promising to me than anything. Also, chat, if you guys have not already, make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to the Lab Live segments. It helps us out a bunch. We did hit 3K, so thank you all so much for the support. But if you have not already, make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to the Lab sessions. Helps us out a ton, and we appreciate the continued support. There goes the new 15-minute open. So that's now the 9 o'clock open. 30 minutes until New York AM session. Wow. Right, the rejects forming at this 9 o'clock.
Hmm.
So Blue actually just formed a 1-minute entry signature on NQ here, but I think I'm honestly just gonna wait for this 15-minute entry. I don't know why I'm more keen on this.
Oh, there he is.
Yo.
Yo,
How you
yo,
doing?
yo.
Good morning, handsome fellas.
We got the big Bray Bray. Big Bray Bray in
Go-
here.
How we doing, boys?
Doing good, doing good.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Welcome back, Leo. Good to see
Thank
your
you.
handsome face. I see you did not wear something tight today, like I told you.
No, I know. I know.
You
I
know,
know. I fumbled on that one. I can't even lie, dude. Major fumble on my end. Dude,
no, it's okay.
that 440 AM took me out cold. Took me by my feet, swept me. Had nothing left.
It's okay. It's okay.
Disappointment, I know.
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Good to see you guys. We we shortened this shit or what?
It's what we're looking for. I've been waiting for this short signature since fucking 8 o'clock, man.
Yeah.
I'm waiting here. I feel like a patient little prince here. Waiting for him
Yeah.
to hand me my little gold coins, dude. Triple threat. He's grown his stash. Yeah, it's an attempt. It's an attempt, dude. It doesn't work. My stash isn't gonna get like Bray. I'm gonna look like a European. Search up a French painter with a black and white striped shirt, and you'll see a classic French stash. That's all I'm gonna be able to grow. Facial hair doesn't work in my favorite chat, but I'm tired of being ID'd, man. No, I'm joking.
Are you in Florida right now or are you in back in
Cali,
Cali?
Cali,
Cali?
Cali.
Okay.
Yeah, was back in Cali for the fam.
Nice. Everything's all good there on that front?
We are hanging.
I want to see us get up into Midnight Open, to be
What's up,
honest.
Alex?
I would love to short from there. Good morning, Auntie. Good morning, Dean. Elements.
I've been trying to frame shorts all morning
Alex.
here off
Alex.
this gap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give me something to work with in that deck. You. Let's get a nice reject there on the 15, like that. Yeah, 1 minute did form an entry signature already on the one, but I'm looking for this 15 chat. I can't lie. So if I get in the New York Open, I get into the New York Open. C'est la vie. I do like this reject that just occurred here. That was pretty gnarly. Nice, nice, nice.
Damn, not too much of you guys at once. What do you mean, Bezico? What do you want from me?
What do you want
What do you
from
want
me?
from what do you want from us?
Tell us.
What are we not doing?
Don't be shy. 1 minute IC looks good now almost. Yeah, yeah. But I was looking at that, but I just like this 15-minute framework with now this strength switch SMT just looks really nutty for me. Like it just looks kind of like my bread and butter here. If I can frame something off of this, I would be ecstatic to frame something off the one or frame something off the 15. Because this 15-minute framework, from the beginning of the stream, I told you guys I want to see a retrace into the 15-minute gap, form an SMT at the highs, and then trace lower off that SMT. We're exactly doing that. Now I just want to change in state of delivery closure to confirm a continuation of these shorts. And that will be a proper 15-minute 4-hour C3, which can't lie, chat. You guys who know me know that C3 is my bread and butter. Continuation sequences on candle 3 is like genuinely my bread and butter.
I'm gonna be right back for like 10 minutes. Be back just for the well, before the open.
Too sweet. Oh my God, chat. Now we're just absolutely tanking below. Look at this, chat. Those who were here this morning, you guys know what I was talking about. This 15-minute gap here into this reject. ES actually might form. We have a strength switch SMT on ES now as well. So if ES actually gives us this closure below 73.94.75, it is the stronger asset in this SMT pair now. So I could look to short ES over favor ES over NASDAQ in this short. But chat, this looks really solid. I'm a big fan of what I'm seeing right now. This is looking like some special sauce, chat.
Bezical woke up on the wrong
Is that
side of the bed.
AMs in disguise? Why
You,
took 50 minutes?
you missed that all that lore. There's a troll in the chat last week trolling me.
Oh boy.
From Kane, some nice short with 5R plus from you. Nothing, Bray, because you never captured any winning trades. Okay. Sorry, boss. I only I only took 2 winning trades on stream last week, so sorry, boss.
Yeah,
Literally
equalizer
captured
only
the
took
whole
6 months.
entire daily expansion twice.
Oh my God, look at this reject, dude. Oh my, it's giving me the short signature I wanted. Like bread and butter now. Fuck, I mean, chat. Look at this. Holy cow, chat. Can't make it up, bro. Seriously?
Should have been more
Last
Bray.
time.
You should have caught the weekly expansion. Shame. Yeah, fuck me, right? Fuck me, right? Give them an inch, they'll take a fucking mile, these trolls. Well, we'll never see that piece of shit in here again, so that's great.
Legend. Yeah, the YouTube trolls are actually ridiculous. Dude, when I used to do like solo YouTube streams, whew, was not a fan,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. No, it's part of the game.
Yeah, it
You
genuinely
gotta deal
is.
with them.
It
People
actually
get
is,
ang
though.
people get angry and then they take it out on you, even though it's not your
Or
fault, and
people
it's
take,
just because they're projecting their own hatred for
yeah,
themselves, and then blah blah blah.
or people
Yeah.
copy trade you, and then when you take a loss, you could take 10 straight wins in a row, and they take that one. Finally, they take an entry signature off of you, and it goes as it's a red
Yeah.
trade. And the next thing you
Yeah.
know, you're like the worst trader around. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And you're
That's
just
why
like, all right,
signals
dog,
don't work.
chill. And I'll
That's
be
why
like, what's the higher
signals.
time frame analysis? And they'd be like, I don't really watch the higher time frame. And I go, all right, chill.
Yeah.
Makes
Yeah.
sense, bro. No sweat. God, chat, this looks so nutty though on NQ with this reject. Oh, so I'm gonna be looking to go short, looking for a retrace into Sisti here. Stop at the protected high target of 1.5. It's just like this just looks like bread and butter right now. And if it might even just continue lower, I won't even have the chance. I'm just gonna have to suck my thumb and look at market run away from me.
Whoever's trolling around profitable ones, yeah, they're just angry people.
Thanks to
Angry
take the
people
short
with
from that
nothing
Dochi.
better to
Good
do.
stuff. Kevo, I'm glad you took the short. I just didn't get an entry signature myself. I could have realistically used a 1 minute time frame alignment, but this C3 framework just looks so good for me that it was hard for me to not want to enter on the 15. So hence why I missed this entry, quote unquote. So call me a bad trader, chat. Sorry about it. Saw about it. Can't do much about it. Saw about it. I want to see a strong 15-minute closure below this Sisti here and just watch this just go as a just become a tanker. I want to see this I genuinely just want to see this baby tank, chat. You guys don't understand. I want this strong 15-minute closure and just watch NASDAQ rip it to the ground right now. I really want to see 741 all the way down to the 541 here on NQ. That would just be nutty, chat. That's what I'm watching for right now. Got trade evade open. I'm making sure the trade syncer is working here, chat. So if the screen freezes for a second, I do apologize. Just making sure I got all my accounts loaded here for copy trading today. Which, by the way, code lab if you guys are in the market for some evals or some straight to fundeds. Just saying.
I still would love to see Judas swing up into midnight open, to be fair. I don't really like any of this consolidation here. It wasn't really much of an SMT for me
Valid.
to like.
Yeah. 3 minutes to this 15-minute closure, chat, and I'm gonna start throwing some medium-sized limits at the 28, 866.75 here. In anticipation of a short signature to form here. Retrace back up into there and send this baby higher. We can go higher.
Yeah, if we don't get midnight open, then I'm probably just going to be sitting tight for today. The London trade was honestly super, super nice. That Asia high S&T tapping midnight or digital opening price.
Yeah.
That shit is nice.
Who caught this? I did not. I frameworked it for you guys, but I just didn't get an entry model for my personal entry signature. But hoping soon here we can get this entry if this 15 retraces back into the 60. About 2 minutes left on this 15-minute, and then we will see what we can framework, brother. Brother, give me some oats. No, brother. Oh, these 1 minutes are nutty on MNQ as well on Tradeovate. Strong 1 minute here. Looks like we're going to inverse this 1 minute. Jeez Louise. Cannot make that up. Like the 15 might fail this closure here on the 1. I'm hoping not. All right, I want this 15-minute closure, and then limits will be set at the 60. I'm looking for a 15-minute continuation sequence. 15-minute C3, baby. Give it to me. I got yes. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, yes would actually be the favorite asset in this trade. So I'm actually might even look for an ES entry here if NASDAQ doesn't present. Oof, it's gonna be failed 15-minute closure here on NQ, but likely look for then shorts on ES because ES is giving us the proper framework here, and it's the lagging SM or the stronger SMT. So let's see if we get this closure here. All right, limits are set on ES here. See if I get tagged in, and tagged in on ES. Nice. All right. Currently in a 15-minute continuation here on ES. Got the stop at the SMT high, targeting a 1.5. Full tagged in here. We do have 15 minutes to the New York Open, but I'm likely looking for price to expand away prior to the New York Open here. So we'll see what happens, chat. I'm in these shorts. Why do you target 1.5? Continuations for me, especially on higher time frame, like 15 minute. I mean, that would be a 14, almost 15 point expansion on ES. So it's just consistent RR for me always has worked best. So not much else to say on that other than the fact that it just has always worked better for me. Okay, nice move here on ES already. We're up about 4 points on these ES shorts. And keep NASDAQ just on the left so you guys can see this, but that's the closure confirmation. ES looks really solid here with that SMT. SMT strength switch, SysD closure on the 15. We're just trading C3 continuation lower. So I'm liking what I am seeing, chat. I like a lot what I see, chat. Nice. All right. And looking to see this price expand away from the change in state of delivery. If we can see a if we can see continued move lower, I'll likely move my stops to break even or slightly in profit pre-New York Open in the case of an influx of volatility. Well, there will be an influx of volatility, but I'm assuming opposing volatility, aka bullish sentiment. I need more coffee. Valid. Super, super valid. Don't even blame you. Nice expansion away on ES here. 15 looks good here. Good framework. Be nice if this plays out into the New York Open as well. So just get this one and done. 15-minute trade. I'd be a happy camper, that's for sure. Good afternoon. What's up, Land Trades? Morning, brother.
I agree with you, Dean. See the 15-minute high at 7 a.m. goes on a 1 minute setup from there. Yeah, I'm thinking either this can fall from here for sure. Previous weekly low is going to be a target. Previous daily low is obviously going to be a liquidity pool of importance if we see some SMT on there too. I wouldn't be opposed to seeing longs form from previous weekly low, or if we get some sort of confirmation out of previous daily low. But for shorts, I don't have anything unless we get some sort of Judas swing up higher. But not exactly in a rush to push the button today either. We'll see what the open brings. Alex is streaming the PM today, if I'm not mistaken.
What's up, Alex?
It's me, Kane, and Leo for the morning.
Yes, you're moving really nice off the SysD on the 15. We're up 5 points, nearly 6 points on ES here. This is really solid. This is really solid on ES here. So likely we'll see. We do have New York Open in the next about 11 minutes here. But want to see price expand away here. And pre-New York Open, I'll look to go break even with stops slightly in profit in case we see any slippage at the Open. But for me, chat, this looks really good. I'm a big fan of what I'm seeing right now on ES. Wow, nice move here. We might even get tagged out on this 15-minute if this expands away enough. Ideally looking for a closure below the 545 low here would be huge on ES, but we're up 7 points. We're nearly up 8 points on this ES short. And this is good because I'm in this with decent size as well, chat, as I mentioned. Decent size on this 15.
Beautiful.
Just really beautiful. Absolutely stunning trade there, mate. See if we can get this baby rocking. Morning, boys. What is up, Mondrian Media? What's up, morning? Are you in this trade, Leo? Yes, I'm actively in ES shorts. Yes, sir. Holy
There
cow.
you
Well,
go.
speak of which, we might get tagged out here on the 15 on ES. Massive 1 minute candle here at the 621 for some reason. We might get tagged out on ES. I'm break even now on ES. Those of you wondering, I'm currently break even on ES. We did tag below the 545 low, so I'm actively break even on this. Stop slightly in profit just to cover fees, but we are up 11 points on ES here. This is a great short signature. Leaving just the ES chart open now. So you guys can watch this trade play out on the 15, but this looks really good. Closure below this 545 low, and we'll likely see ES expand into my TP. That will be a 13.25. Oh, tagged out on half my position here on ES. And I didn't get tagged out full because we just tagged my TP level at the 7380. Oh, bit of a reject. Well, chat got tagged out 50% at the full 1.5 R now. Didn't manage to get a full fill since it was an exact tick. To the tick, it was my TP there. But break even on the rest, but 50% out at 14.75 points. This is a beautiful trade. Damn, great choice of asset. I pick NQ. Yeah, ES was the stronger asset in this SMT strength switch, hence why I decided to trade ES over NQ, and NQ failed the 50-minute closure below the SISD. So that was the reason behind my decision with my asset picking. But so far, so good. That's almost 15 points on ES secured for 50% of the position. Now I'm looking for the rest to get tagged out at 1.5. But stops are slightly in profit. I have them just at around the 73.9250. So we are in profit with these stops by about 2 points. Beautiful trade. Holy cow. That was milky. Chat, that was very nice.
Some previous daily low SMT with a nice breaker getting prepped here. We're gonna have to create this before 9:30 though, otherwise we might see some deeper digs.
Yeah. Oh my God, I didn't get tagged out on full here, Bray.
Oh no.
Literally to a T, it tagged my TP was at 7380 and we just tagged it perfectly, and Trade of 8 managed to fill 50%, a little less actually than 50%, like 40 something. I'm not gonna do the math, chap, like 40 something percent. So still in with decent size here, hoping. If we did get too close to New York Open, I might cut these at the 545 low and just take like a 1.3 hour average on this trade, which I can't complain, chat. This is a beautiful 15-minute C3. All right, looking like we're gonna likely make our way back into TP here, fully get tagged out at 1.5. That would be nice. Leo rocks. I appreciate it, Auntie. Thank you. Nice trade. Thanks. Yeah, of course. Glad a few of you ended up taking it with me. I hope you guys see the framework though, and you're not just signal botting though, because I understand it's fun to take winning trades alongside people, but also understand why I took this trade, right? We had a full C2 closure here that confirmed up at these highs on ES during London session. The C2 led to an expansion lower. So as I always mention on every stream, short signature always wants to be, once we see a C2 form, we always want to see an expansion in the opposing direction. So a bearish manipulation means, or a bullish manipulation means a bearish distribution, which is what we saw here. Distribution led to a gap on the 15. This 15 then confirmed an entry sequence once we saw a SISD closure that confirmed the SMT within that gap fill. So also likely going to get tagged out here on full. We're making our way back into my TP. See if we get fully tagged out here 1.5, or if market's just going to reject again and be all nice and cutesy for me. Great trade. Yeah, it was a really solid trade. I'm very happy about that. I'm looking for a potential reversal after it takes previous weekly low. That's honestly a valid take. Good morning, morning. What's up, Jal? How's skydiving, boss man?
I think you muted, Kane.
I was muted. You're right. Thank you.
Mhm.
Legend.
How's your brekkie? Or I guess lunch?
It was good, bro. I was fucking starving. I actually couldn't think. When you're that hungry.
Yeah. Yeah. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, you caught a short?
Yeah, I'm in short on ES. I took it. I took a limit here right at the Sisti closure, and I'm already tagged out. I got tagged out about 40%. It literally to a tick hit my exact TP, and I didn't get a full sweep out of my or a full takeout. But looking like we're gonna get tagged out here for full 1.5. Can be about 15 points on ES.
That's nice.
Again, exactly what I mentioned with the 15-minute gap SMT trade lower here. ES became the stronger asset with that SMT switch. So actually, it was beautiful. Chat, for those wondering, by the way, this is actually my first trade in almost a week, I want to say. Yeah, about a week. So it's good to be back. All right, we do have 2 minutes into the New York Open here, so likely we'll just move my might likely move my stop in profit at the 545 low here. That way, if anything happens, out of anything I had of 1.3 R in this trade, just would prefer it not to go all the way back into BE here. So if I'll see if we get tagged out at the full 1.5. If not, I'll likely just take everything out if we're below the 545 low. C'est la vie. Really solid here though, chat. I'm quite happy about this.
Weekly lows are open, please. That'd be nice.
All right, I moved my stops a little more in profit here, chat. Hoping we're just below the 545 low, and I'll probably just trim this out fully. Stops more in profit. I'm around 73.8750 with these stops. So just in profit about 9 points there on yes. So now we must wait.
One minute till open here. Let's see. See what shakes out. No sort of confirmation prior to the open, so probably gonna just sit and wait and see what the open does. Usually it'll do some more damage and then we'll get a direction from there. I think this could drop into the previous weekly low. We do have criteria for four longs here with the daily low S&T with ES and YM both, but we just don't have any sort of confirmation off of that yet. So I'm not about to jump to conclusions.
Chat, I'm taking off a few more here, just in case we pop up at the open, since we are technically manipulating out. We did manipulate London lows here, so I could expect a slight bullish pop at the open. Stops now moved fully to 73.8950. Sorry, 86.50. My apologies. So I'm likely going to get tagged out here. 86.50. All right, I'm out. Sweet. About 1.3 R on that trade, chat. That was really solid. And there goes the open. Bullish pop. I'm full porting 15 contracted at 931. Also, c'est la vie crying. C'est la vie. Dude, I love that some of you have been saying that. C'est la vie, c'est la vie. What can I say? C'est la vie, you know? NQ with a huge push up here. Glad we got out of ES here. NQ's looking pretty nutty right now.
Afternoon, Jordan. What's up, bro? Yeah, just no confirmation on that breaker prior to 9:30 for me to even really kind of get involved. It didn't really do what I needed it to do to get involved, but
I think I would
we'll
still like
see.
to sell this though, if they can bring it up to basically 29, sorry, 28 950s upwards.
You're not seeing that strength from ES.
Nice. All right. Yeah, ES still continuing lower. Yeah, quite a discrepancy in PA here between ES and NQ. Glad we're out. So yeah, chat once again. I did end up taking everything out. Average on this trade is about a 1.28 R, 1.3 R. But really solid in general, about 11-point average for this trade. So I'm quite content. Yes, now probably going to make its way down into my TP though. So
You closed, right?
yeah, I closed. I did close. I just was expecting because we manipulated out London low. I was expecting us to have more of a bullish pop, which Nasdaq ended up doing, but ES isn't. So ES is now going to fully take out this 1.5 hour likely or reject off the 545 and expand higher. I'm content though, chat. No complaints.
Good shit, George. Have a good day, brother.
Yeah, so nothing for me here, but very solid trade on ES chat. I'm up 2%. I'm up 2% thanks to Leo. Love from Africa. Much love back to you, brother. I'm happy to hear it. Arthur, I just got to ask. I'm asking everybody though. I know you took the trade with me, but do you understand the framework behind it? Because we're all here to learn at the end of the day. So I want to make sure that you feel as though you properly understand why I entered the trade instead of just signal botted and brain rotted. Exit Y, I'm Dan. Thanks, y'all. See you tomorrow. George, have a good one. Put along with that previous weekly low so close. Yeah.
Voltage. 2%.
2%. Done with
Yeah.
2% on this trade.
Yeah. Mike Tyson came out for a second, 80%.
2%.
I used to be so fucking fat. I'm not fat no more. I hope Alex is in here. He's probably howling. Bray, what you thinking you want to buy it? Well, I wanted to get long on NQ prior to the open, but I didn't get my closure. A big part of entering around the open for me is I want to see my confirmations occur before 9:30. Otherwise, you kind of run the risk of being baited a little bit. So we got our closure after 9:30, and we haven't really revisited the breaker. But if we had 9:28, 9:29 close above the breaker, it would have been a different story for me. But that just didn't occur, so not much I can do about it. To be fair, it's just a matter of following the process. But we're seeing some weakness still on uh, ES and YM, to be
Yeah.
fair. So maybe it's a sign that we're looking for continuations, and this is just a Judas swing up. Could also be the case too. Um, we'll know after this 50-minute candle closes, I think, what goes on. If this 50-minute breaker confirms, then I might be looking long for the day, but I wouldn't mind seeing a short either. Just need to see the proper
Yeah.
occurrences.
Yep.
Need a fractal breaker to occur somewhere along the line here on the 1 minute. But we tapped that midnight open perfectly, which is what I did want to see initially.
Chat, also, if you guys have not already, make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to the Lab Live segments. It helps us out a ton. And I know a lot of you are here learning every single day. We've got Bray, Alex, Juno, Kane, all the boys in here constantly providing some A plus education. So if you have not already, make sure you guys are liking and subscribing and using code LAB at checkout for basically any of your favorite prop firms. And also just want to say this, chat, even though we did get out for about a 1.3R, ES did fully play out until our TP here. So the bias was correct, and looks like we're likely going to see a C3 expansion lower now up until 10 o'clock, and then we'll likely see a bit of a retrace after 10 o'clock to catch up to this move that's occurring during the New York Open. So really solid trade on ES in general. I'm quite happy about that. Talk to you guys through the process. For those of you that were here since the 8 o'clock, since 8 a.m. EST, many of you know that this was a trade I was frameworking from the very, very beginning of this stream. Literally within 10 minutes of hopping on, I told you guys I wanted to see retrace into a 15-minute gap, which was a gap that formed during candle 2, watch for an SMT, and trade an SMT confirmation with a change in state of delivery. So very, very solid trade. But just want to make that clear to everybody that if you guys haven't already, there's lots of education being provided. Make sure you are liking and subscribing to the streams. It does help us out a lot. We like the support. And once again, thank you as well for helping us hit 3K on the Lab Live. Freaking awesome, man. Next top 5K, then 10K, then 50, then 100.
Kevin, you can keep your 10 subscribers, bro.
I was just typing that. I was just typing that shit.
Don't want
We're
them,
good,
don't
bro.
need them.
Wow. ES has swept out the 1.5 here and is now trending up. Looks like it's falling. Chewed NASDAQ off the. This 15-minute on NASDAQ looks nutty. Is that almost, yeah, it's almost 200. Yeah, it's over 200 points off the first 7 minutes of open. Yup. Yup. 216 points off the open. Jeez Louise. And then ES is now tagged back into break even. So I'm a happy camper, chat. So 1 second. You understand the framework? Yeah, for sure. I understand the framework. Happy to hear it. Good, 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 good. How was it at candle 3 though? On my chart, it lower highs on minute 15. For me, I mean, it's a C2 sweep. So even though it wasn't an external sweep, it was an internal C2 that formed. So we saw that we formed this sort of this consolidation range from the Monday 10 o'clock up until 2 a.m. London session then led to a sweep out, which typically I like to see. London swept out the highs here. This closure here at the 515 creates a C2 framework for me, and I tried to trade the expansion away from that. Same with ES here. Same framework with ES as NQ. Because we got an invalidation of a C3 expansion from the original C2, so it reset the framework for me, where I traded the second C2 as the primary C2. Told you guys we were flying up today. AWXX, very nice. We went short. We went short for a bit first there. Now we're flying up a bit. Well done. Are you going for London High? I mean, at this point, it's looking. London High is not looking too far away here on NQ. We're less than 100 points away from those highs, so likely going to see those London highs swept here on NQ. All-time high. Let's go. Woo!
Okay, I got short here, one. I had a sell stop, so kind of just was always going to be in this trade. I just didn't limit fast enough. And now I'm just looking for a sell down on ES to basically sell off this 15-minute high. It's quite a good reaction off of NQ, so off the lows, so I'm just chilling.
Bray, why have you blocked me? Because you're saying shitty things. That's why. I didn't do nothing to you, dog. I'm in the stream for 5 minutes and you're running your mouth.
Wait, I already timed him out before.
Yeah, it was 30-minute timeout. He's back. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Was just joking. Okay. It's all good. You're a fan. No, you're not.
Um,
It's nice though.
hopefully we get some follow through to the downside here.
Dude, commodities just shot the bed, by the way. Look at gold and silver off the 15 since the 9 o'clock open. Just nutty.
Yeah, my TP's 930s because it's like just under 100 points.
Nice.
If we fail to confirm this 50-minute breaker and we confirm the 1 minute here, I think we can definitely see a turnaround on my
Okay, I didn't get
side as
limited
well.
out. If everyone's seeing, oh, there we go. Trading view lagged.
Nice. Good stuff, Kane. Great short. Lower. Lower prices, Jet. Lower. Where do we get that spiral? Wow,
Yes,
ES
it's
now
already
continuing
making new
lower.
lows. Yeah.
I know, this is good. W, Leon Kane. Thank you, Vilka. Appreciate it. Super solid short there, Kane. Wow. Yeah, that was a nice quick trade there, Kane. Very
Yeah.
nice.
I probably could have held it
Yep.
longer, but honestly, I don't really want to in this market right now.
Don't even blame you. That's why I was in and out of ES as well.
I'm just gonna wait for this 50-minute candle to close before I make any sort of decisions.
Yeah, ES is at the low. NQ's above its open.
Yes, now ripping lower here. Very happy. So we're likely going to see C3 expand until around 10 o'clock here, chat, and then honestly look for some type of a gap to form during the C3 window, and then likely even trade a C4 expansion because I told you guys we had a couple major draws that we were watching for. We had the Tuesday 10 o'clock low here, which was one of my primary draws I was looking for today. And then also we have the Thursday 6 p.m. low. So we do have quite a bit of ways to go here in terms of these DOLs. So I honestly see a lot of bearish sentiment for markets today. Could I have held ES longer? Yes. I just honestly haven't been on trades for a bit. So I haven't been on the charts actively for literally a week. So decided to just secure some profits.
Okay, we failed to confirm that 15-minute breaker there. We did get the IFVG, but no CISD. I'm thinking we could probably make another move lower here, especially with ES and why I'm dragging us down. But I just have to wait a little bit. This breaker tap, if I enter on the breaker, it's the R to R just is not sufficient for me to previous weekly low. So I'd be looking for maybe to get up into a gap a little bit before I can get short. Maybe this first 1 minute for value gap above the 942 high, something like that. That would be ideal. Just to give myself a little better opportunity.
Continue move here.
Quite slow after that trade, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Maybe going without me again. Just one of those days.
Just one of them days.
Just one of those days. Yes, swept its previous daily low as well. Still have the S&T maintained with YM at the low.
Chat, not much for me here. It looks like we're just wick filling on the 15, so just snagging all your 1, 3, and 5 minute stops right now on the 15, and likely going to continue to trace lower after that as well.
Oof.
What's this out of nowhere?
Yeah. ES catching a bit too. I'm not interested. Brainy Trump comments on huge deals in China. Yeah. Okay. No Trump voice for me today, boys.
Get out of there. Get out of there. Crikey, mate.
Come on. No, sorry. None for me. None for me,
Uh,
thanks.
I'm getting nervous. Oh, I think my Wi-Fi just crashed.
No, I hear you.
Okay. Making sure it wasn't loading. My trade of it froze there for a second, so I had to make sure. All right, sweet. We're back. Good. Yeah, chat. Not much for me here. We're now, I mean, what a candle, right? Jeez Louise.
What's it?
20
What
point.
what is it?
What's up?
Why did it do it?
The 20-point candle on ES?
Yeah, and NQ.
I actually have no idea. I need to look it up.
Think it was news driven or anything. I think it's just
Definitely news driven. It wouldn't have moved 20 points on ES in literally
Yeah, that's ridiculous. It's a bit silly that.
less than 3 minutes, 20-point move on ES. That just made my entire AM session trade in 3 minutes.
Oh, green means up, red means down, orange means can't make up his mind. Like literally, what I'm expecting that candle to do.
Enough.
Damn, this 1 minute held.
I know quite well actually. Back below 544 545 AM low.
Yeah, I can't seem to pick a side, fellas.
Yeah, it's tough, eh?
It's
Well, that
it's
15
just one
minute
of the.
didn't close, so it's like I get it for you. Like it's just that's hard.
If I saw that, I'd be friggin' balls deep in this long, to be fair. But and I also don't really. I'm not too keen on shorting it, just with how heavy ES has been too.
I don't
So
even
I'm
blame
gonna
you.
just chill. I think it just doesn't. I'm too conflicted. That could be just that type of day for me, or maybe it is also. I mean, also in combination with what the chart is telling me too. But
Yeah.
save some mental capital and let it play out a little further.
Don't blame you, dude. Might be the smart choice. I just don't like this reject on ES right now with these lows. Jeez, yeah. I'm likely I'm gonna be one and done with that trade on ES chat. Um, just not no reason for me to get involved with this, especially with this massive reject here on the 15. That's just not really lots of framework here, especially since it's not even 10 o'clock yet. We have 10 o'clock here in 8 minutes, but
What did I execute my trade? I kind of said pre-market that I wanted to short the 2900s, 29K, sorry. So we traded 29K. And what happened here was we had this 30-second marking out with this line. We closed below and then we immediately popped back up. And if I was quick enough, I would have sold this. So what I ended up doing was I ended up shorting here. Um, I just like sell stopped because I want to get into that position at that level either way because I would have been in it. So I sell stop and then I get in and then all I do is I target 50% of the range because this is like a very me trade. 50%, like we traded in 50% of this leg, this overnight leg, right? And now we are trading into 50, we traded into 50% of this lower leg here. So basically all I'm looking to do is short from here back down into somewhere down here. And that's honestly it. And the actual trade was this. And we traded a bit lower. I got out of it. I don't know. Normally, I would probably aim for like the weekly low, considering it's so close, and that's somewhere I'd really like to buy. But I don't really trust this market right now.
yeah,
ES
chat,
now
not much
make
new here.
cool.
Can't framework much here, especially this is a huge 15-minute retrace on ES and NQ. If you guys did want to look for a potential trade setup, commodities don't look bad for a continuation on shorts. We're pulling into a massive 15-minute gap on silver and gold. So just a heads up that if that fair value holds, we'll likely see commodities continue lower. So just I personally will not be trading commodities, but just in terms of mapping out some stuff for y'all, that's something that I am looking at actively. Well, you're not feeling the minute one long off the SMT? No, Dan, I already took ES, and I don't know, I wasn't too big of a fan of the reject here, especially because it felt like it was primarily news driven. Comme ci, comme ça. Classic. Yeah, I mean, chat, look at this 15-minute here yes, on this 15-minute, it was a 32-point move in less than 10 minutes on the yes. So not lots of reason for me to get involved. Also, Dan, how you doing, boss man? Lovely seeing you. Lovely seeing you, brother. Hope you're doing well.
Still going to be watching this 15-minute here. And we got some SMT at the 930 high as well. And Q failure swing, ES and YM both swept it. But all eyes are going to be on this 15-minute breaker here for me. We still have that PDL SMT. It's kind of my low resistance play is just take the 15-minute breaker. Look for continuations at 10 from it.
Makes sense, to be honest.
Don't need this for value gap drawn up anymore. This orange line is that line that we want to see us close over for the 15-minute breaker.
Yeah, S&T with Lime as well here.
I've been trading for 4 years and still not profitable. Any advice? Honestly, like break even phase, no drawdown, no gain either. What I can say is, it sounds to me like you might just need to do some journaling. Oftentimes, when you're in kind of a break even phase, whether it be long term or short term, going back to your journal and kind of seeing any sort of fine tunes you can make or any refinements. You might be taking a lot of good trades that are giving you gains, but you might not be filtering out the BS trades in between money. So I would refer to your journal. That's going to be your eyes, and that's going to be able to tell you exactly, where the break even phase is coming from or where it's stemming from. It could be a multitude of different things. I'm not sure exactly what your habits are, but just a common rule. If you're in that sort of phase, your journal is going to be exactly what gets you out of it.
Honestly, though,
Also,
I wouldn't give yourself too much hate on being in the break even phase. I would say 95% of traders suck, and probably 3% of them are at that cusp of things of where like that it's not making money, but it's not losing money. And that's a better stage to be in than losing money consistently.
We just confirmed that 15-minute breaker. Nice.
Yeah, Chad, I can't lie. I'm nothing framed for me here. We're seeing commodities reject off the 10 o'clock opens rejecting off the 15-minute imbalance. We'll likely see a continuation short on GCN silver form here. But I think I'm honestly just gonna be off the charts for today, at least trading. I'll just be likely tape reading. First trade back for me in literally, I want to say 7 days or so. So happy to walk away with a winner today. It did end up fully tagging out the TP, but just wanted to be safe and secure profits pre-New York AM session. So no major complaints on my end, but c'est la vie, chat. C'est la vie.
We got the signal from Rumo, 8306. I'm now short on Q, 28,957 entry point, expecting a sharp pullback to the downside. Bear emoji, downward chart emoji. Good luck, brother. Godspeed.
So I love that. It's gotta
Godspeed,
be
I'm
like
long.
You should
In the
imagine.
nicest way possible, though. In the nicest way possible, though. I'm looking to get long duck dong here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to long 905. Actually, I'm not long. I'm trying to long. Uh,
You guys
I'm
are so funny, bro.
I'm long now though. I just
Um,
like for me, it's 4 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. Expansion to the upside. Like, okay, we're getting some sort of like pullback here, but NQ's holding above the open, and until that fails, I'm gonna stay on the long side of the market, especially because we got a short off of 29K. They failed to break below the open. They're gonna keep stepping up here until they get fucked. And yeah, I'm just gonna stay on the side of that. My stop's below 28 850s, and I will leave it at that.
Sweet. Not gonna lie, chat. I think I'm hopping off right now. Just not really interested in wanting to sit around markets. For myself, just walking with the ES win today, and likely gonna call it wraps there. So I'll probably be hopping off here, chat. But I will be on for tomorrow, and then Thursday, and then Friday as well, I believe. So I will see you guys for the rest of AM sessions this week. Um, Boys, thank you for hopping on and trading alongside me. Kane, well done on the short. Bray, good fucking luck, brother.
Bray, well, thanks for coming out.
I'm joking, dude. Much love, dude. Chat, I'm just messing. I love Bray.
That's so
No, I'm
funny.
just like for me, I don't even blame you. I don't even blame you on this because after open, this kind of shot the bed for me in terms of trying to find any trade setup. So glad we took one pre-New York session here. But had I not been on charts, this would have likely been a no trade filter for me as of right now. So hopping off for me personally, but I will see you all for AM session tomorrow and then legit the rest of this week. So much love, everybody, and I will see you all tomorrow. Good luck, boys. See you, Kane. See you, Bray. See you guys soon.
So,
Ciao.
All right, later about this. Ciao.
I'm long as well. I'd like to get an ad, honestly, below 947 low, which I know is your stop, but I'm good with either or.
947.
Didn't you say 850 was your stop? Or oh no, 850 is your stop. Okay, so that's the 930, the opening range, probably, right?
Yeah, it's literally
Yeah, yeah,
930 low, yeah.
yeah.
Which to be honest, could quite easily get ticked and they run. Um, but actually I'm gonna move it to 835 because I also don't want to get ticked out at the low at the opening range. Give it a little bit more room, use some of the money that I made to compound into another trade.
Okay, we're gonna sweep that low now as well. I'm going to add another, and then that's max position for me. Nice reaction out of that.
It's a very good reaction so far.
Because that 947 low is the low of ES too, or it's damn near the low of ES. Um, when it swept that previous daily low. So if we have that S&T at that, that's kind of like a strength switch almost. So if we can see expansion up out of here and create some sort of lower time frame confirmations too, it looks pretty good. Might go for that 930. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'll give it a little bit more room. Oh, they fucking literally dove for it.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'll probably not do much now.
This might be serving me up a quick L2, but I'm not shorting this with that 50-minute breaker confirmation. This might just want to sweep it out again, and then I'll just have to suck it up.
I'll probably just do nothing now, to be honest. That's just me.
Mhm.
Unless this 15-minute confirms um as a swing. Because it could like I kind of want that weekly low still.
That is the solid area, honestly. Definitely the solid area. My screen's very zoomed in. Sorry, let me zoom out a little bit for you.
And that 15-minute candle don't look nice, actually.
No. Looking like it's going to be a stop out, and we're probably going to continue just towards this previous weekly low, gang. So from there, we'll just have to reevaluate. Those of you who got short off of that, those highs there, very, very nice. That's my stop out. So we're going to sit and wait here. I think it's going to probably dive for that previous weekly low, which is, they confirmed the 50-minute breaker. We had the S&T present and everything. Even ES and YM got on board and just completely flipped. So don't see any reason to be mad about taking that loss, to be fair. I think it's a very solid loss. Slow start to the week for me. Is that better, the screen, Alex? Is it as, shouldn't be as zoomed in now. I know I tend to zoom in quite a bit. Perfect. Appreciate it. Appreciate the heads up.
What's your advice for the trader that's not losing money but not making serious money? Your job's not to make serious money. It's like it's just such a fucked way of thinking. I think that a lot of people fall into that trap, right? Of being like, I want to make like tons of money and like you just need to turn up and do the thing you're supposed to do every day. And if it makes money, that's great. If it doesn't, then you refine it. But ultimately, most of the trading mistakes that I made are just over trading, right? You grab your winners, and the reality is you give most of it back from taking additional trades. Good example is my trade just now. I caught a winner, and I'm like, okay, I can see this still going up. Let me get back in. Let me get in. I gave some of it back. Actually, most of it back, you know?
Bray had the call due to swing off midnight open fail. Yeah, and they even bamboozled me. They just confirmed that breaker. I should have. The only thing I guess to be concerned with on that is just the lack of displacement to create that breaker. It literally closed last second to the tick. That's kind of a, not great, but I'll stand by what I did.
Seven days till GTA 6? Is that true? I'm gonna not lie to you, QE trading. Personally, I'm gonna do zero of that because I don't need to really do that right now. Honestly, though, the GTA 6 coming out, I just don't believe that. I'm not gonna lie, Alex. Oh, wait, what? Rockstar Games posted May 2nd. GTA 6 is now coming out May 26th.
Shit. How about you, Bray? How long would you commit to journaling when you complete the day? I don't know, 10 minutes? Doesn't take much.
Well,
There's a lot of days that I don't journal either, but today's going to be one of those days just because I was a little bit frazzled for a bit, so I want to kind of dig into that. It'll only be for PS5 though.
damn, I'm gonna buy a PS5 just to play GTA. Absolutely no fucking chance. I might get long here.
I want to see that previous weekly low sweep at this point.
Yeah, I know, but it's so far away on it on the yes right now. Ah, 10 points. They can get there pretty quick. I think you're right. I think you just wait for that. I'll mark out this trade that I wanted. It's set to launch. Where did you see that it's set to launch there? Oh yeah, Alex. That was May last year. They've delayed it to November. If you go to announcement, the latest announcement is November 19th.
There's the previous weekly low.
Nice. Now we just long this shit,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yes, not taking it yet.
Fuck yes, bro. I'm not waiting around for that shit.
I like that it didn't take it.
The dog's knocking on the door again. Zeus wants to trade. It's true, he does. Let me at it. Let me at the market. Come on. Let me at it.
Fucking Scrappy Doo.
I can take it. I can take it.
Here's some big boy ranges. Oh.
He wants to trade dinosaur bone futures. Dude, my dog couldn't eat a dinosaur bone. He's like this big. One session. Yeah, if this is your definition of fun, then fuck me, you must have a blast during London.
London was fucking free today.
Why don't I hold the short? I traded into 50%. Like I'm always getting out there. Like I'm never ever staying in that. And the times I do stay in that, um, it's never ending well for me. I'm like 1 to 2 trades a day, especially recently. ES took out the weekly low, Bray.
Damn. Okay.
Now we like quadrupled down on our long bias.
Okay. Agreed.
Okie dokie.
Full parting. Okie dokie.
Oh, they selling it.
Sheesh. That's so many projections. That week first weekly low tag is nice. Just have to wait, to be fair. Get rid of some of these drawings.
They did not call it slay markets. Jeez. If I called their brokerage slay markets, that we're
Who?
living in a simulation.
What's this about?
So they do you know you can become a an IB with Ninja Trader, right? Do you know what that is?
Like IB? No, what's the?
So it's like an introducing broker. So basically, you
Oh,
you
okay.
do a bunch of exams, you put up some money, and what Ninja Trader will do is they'll let you take not take money, but facilitate money being deposited to them, and they'll pay you on it, right? So
Okay.
that's called a introducing broker. You're introducing people to the broker. Um, and Traderify became an IB. Um, and their IB is called Slay Markets.
For real?
Oh, for real? Yeah, I'm being dead ass.
Oh man. Yeah, it just sounds zesty, doesn't it?
It looks zesty as well. It's like yellow and pink.
Oh my God. Okay. See a little something.
Is there a 30 second? There is a 30 second. Here's my 30-second chart. And it's right here, which is kind of where I want to long from. But I only want to long one.
Watching for that as well. Wait, there's 1 minute to get created.
Oh, I should be in. My bad. Okay. My stop loss is not covering the low because it's cooked if it gets there either way. So I'm just trying to preserve some risk. It's still a 40-point stop, which is a little bit nuts. But we'll see. We'll see how this plays. I think it's not looking too good. It's not looking too good, which means actually it's looking great.
I like that logic.
When the market doesn't look that good for you, it's normally a good sign. You just try and convince yourself that, oh no, that's not good for me. V shape, rebid, straight out. Pray. Pray. They both just need to clear this recent high though. They do that, we're laughing actually. Right now, this is very catchy, the knifey. Is there an
Mm-hmm.
SMT? There is not an SMT. Well, I mean, there is if you really want to get really low time frame, but that shit doesn't count. Um, yeah, does not.
Yeah, basically just with YM, but you don't use YM, so
You mean to tell me that the asset that normally does the opposite of the thing I'm trading gives me some sort of divergence confluence?
C.
No.
C.
No way. You mean to tell me they're not doing the same thing? No, don't lie to me. Come on.
Come on. Join us, Kane. Join us.
All the people that trade YM were dropped on their heads as children. Bray, were you dropped on your head as a child?
Uh,
See, he doesn't even
probably
remember. That's how we know he
exact.
was.
Probably. I'm pretty sure I actually was. Which explains a lot. Drop down the old noggin.
What's my TP? My TP is 870, but I will probably close this at 815. But this pullback right here is not good. Actually, it could be good, but they're not reclaiming this 15-minute low, and it's now 10:30, which means I don't like it anywhere near as much.
Yeah, 10:30 could sweep again.
Could, would,
S-
maybe, should.
Never know. You truly
Yeah,
never know.
exactly. I'm gonna tighten up the stop. Actually, I would regret it more if I tighten the stop and then get ticked out than taking a full loss. When do we break even? Well, we go break even here now. 15-minute candle, 15-minute high. This is the okay, so this is actually the logical liquidity target on a yes. Right. So typically I mark them out because I like them more often than not. You see? Um, but yeah, I have low hopes for this trade specifically right now.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
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 Okay. Okay. Okay.
I'm trading my stuff a little bit, but not too much. Just trying to save the pennies.
toying with that breaker confirmation.
Can break even on this now. I'm giving it a point. A little over a point. Because slippage is up. If you look up here, spread is currently a point. Risk-free trade, we will see what happens. If ES takes out its logical liquidity target before NQ gets to ES's logical liquidity target, I will probably just close it. But as of right now, I'm not losing money on this trade, so I don't really care. Where's 10 o'clock open? All the way up here. You have that as a target as well if you really wanted to. I'm not, personally. Whatever happens, happens. Tight stop loss. Um, yeah, but that's just the way I trade, brother, because if it comes back through there and it's most likely taking a 15-minute high and then going to look again. And also, I personally wouldn't like it to do that, considering it didn't create a 15-minute swing. And we're now in the second half of the hourly candle. And I want to see that rebuy back up to basically RESTP. So I'm out. I want to see a V-shaped recovery here. Don't want to see it hang around here at the low too much. The more it hangs around here, the more likely it goes and seeks cheaper prices to then trade higher.
You get some cheeky
Oh,
fair value gap there. Just tag into and continue to fall too. I don't like how much effort it's taking to get out of here at all.
yeah, me neither.
Don't have a ton here. We have the 1 minute breaker. We have the daily low S&P with YM. The previous weekly low sweep. It's very early stages of any sort of potential reversal, so it can't really be holding too much weight on it. But if we get below this 1030 low here, that'll be creating another 1 minute breaker, and it could just continue to drop as well. So, but admittedly, I am not very sharp today, so I'm a little more cautious just because I know that I'm very. I was initially really like not confused, but frazzled, we'll say. Um, I'm kind of getting back into a groove. For whatever reason, I'm not super sharp. Just have to take the good with the bad, I suppose. Past 2 weeks have been great. This week is just slow start and like making some silly mistakes. So I got to nip that in the butt before it gets out of hand. No, market is dropping, sell the liquidity. Yeah, that's the flavor, isn't it?
They bid it straight back. Fuck them.
Pieces of shit, eh?
Absolute wankers.
Wankers.
Fuck them. Fuck them. David, wait, barely in the 1K, top 1K with 8K profit. Who would have guessed retail traders were good at trading? Not me. I'm kidding. They're not trading. They're gambling silver and gold. It's so fucked though. I have to be if I want to progress in this tournament, I have to beat someone every day. Come on, I have a day off. Um, Alex, that's not the correct English. Addict is like when you're addicted to it. You can't stop drinking it. You mean you mean like addition. You need to do it more often. It's okay. I would have ignored it. I'm only helping you learn. No, I wouldn't take it again, to be honest. Alejandro, guys, yo, Bray, you look really hot on the stream thumbnail picture. Doesn't look much like you though.
Wait. Dude, I know. I've been trying to get that fucking thing taken off for so long. For so long. I gotta get some different pictures. Funny thing is like I did take some AI ones just to kind of, get it done faster. And like, because it's hard to get in with a photographer and it takes weeks to get them all done. But and that wasn't even one that I produced. I take one look at it and I'm like, that's not me.
It's Bray. Is Bray is AI
It's
Bray?
Brai. Yeah. Just take the Y out and put an I there. You look really hot on the stream.
So funny, eh?
It gave me fucking horse teeth, dude. My teeth are like half the size
The
of
best
that.
one was when it gave you fake tattoos.
Yeah, I
It
saw
like
that.
made up
I
tattoos
was
for
like,
you.
I wouldn't even get these fucking tattoos. I'm like, this isn't even my style, dude. Uh,
That was funny.
they're out to get me, man. They're out to get me. If the lab streamers had an internal tournament, who would win? Not me.
I would say it's between Leo and Yuno right now. They're both killing it recently.
Yeah.
I I would not win right now. That's a fact. In fact, I think I would come last.
I don't take enough trades to keep up with them either. I feel like Alex would do well too, just with his
He's
frequency.
he's going to be in the market like 17 hours a day.
Yeah, like a fucking crack addict.
You
Trading
know
a
what I
five
think?
second chart.
You know what I think would be a really, and sorry to interrupt you, Bray. Do you know what
That's
I
good.
think would be a really interesting tournament, right? Is you have a month-long tournament and you have one micro, and on the first of the month, you get entered into a long position and you cannot close or open another trade. You can only reverse.
I might be stupid. Let me run that through my head. So at the start of the month, you get
On
one
at the
micro
fir-
long position at the open.
so on the first of the month at 6 p.m. Market open, yeah,
Hmm.
you get entered into a long one micro,
Yeah.
right? And you can't close that position until you open. Like you would have to sell two to get into. You can't sell one. You can only
Oh,
sell two,
you
and then
you're
you can only
never
buy
taking
two.
you're only take yeah, you're never taking profit and being flat. You're only
Always in a
reversing.
position, yeah. So you're always in a position, and, and like tracking who is the best at basically being in the market 24/7.
That actually sounds fun, dude. That sounds so fun.
Yeah, because you'd have to leave that trade on overnight then.
Yeah.
Or even more interesting, right? You flatten the position, right? It flattens the position at 449.59, right? So it
Uh-huh.
flattens it. But then at the next day, it opens a position randomly 50-50, long or short. So you can't like hold a long from the nut low, you know?
Hmm.
You have to then
Oh,
log in at that time and then flip it.
yeah. That sounds fun as shit.
I think it sounds hectic. Yeah, exactly, Cake. The reality is so many people will be long buyers 24/7, right?
Yeah. Lab streamers versus ICT streamers. Hmm. Hmm. I can't really talk shit because I use ICT stuff.
Cake, would you just stay long? That
Oh,
sounds
you
like a
got
living hell. That comp. So
like
you
Tanya
wouldn't
and
want to
then
enter it,
what?
Cake? You wouldn't want to enter it? No? Yeah, it's kind of fucked.
It would be nice to have some sort of competition of sorts.
The World Series of Trading.
I like it.
How
Like
would you
it.
make that fun? That's the real question.
Hmm. I don't know. Challenges like in between, like almost like a game show or like a reality TV show where they throw twists and shit at you. I don't know what kind of twists, but spice it up a bit. The winner gets to skydive. Sounds like something the loser should probably do.
No, I've not seen tenacity, but also why would I? I would recommend everyone to stay away from it though. To be honest.
Oof. Doing the thing.
Nearly tagged that ES, but ES just resold off previous day low. Ugh.
More lows. Looks like. Got that old low from May 7th. Be kind of the next stop.
See you later, cake.
Have a good day, brother.
They took out that 15-minute low. They redid everything on
Yes,
the
yeah.
ES. Nah, I just don't like it, chat. I'm gonna be honest. I just
No.
really don't like it.
Trump speaking BS. Let's see. I didn't see that. What's he saying? What's he on about? Up on timeline for Iran. 2 or 3 days, maybe until early next week. Okay. Who the fuck schedules a strike like that? Is that? I think that's a thing. Yeah, we're just gonna let our enemy know when we're gonna do what we want to do. Manipulating the manipulation. Yeah. Guy's fucked. Well, what do you got planned for the rest of the day, boss?
Me, not much to be honest. I mean, obviously, I'm going to Greece on Thursday morning, so I'll probably start packing
Mm,
a little bit.
nice. Who are you going with?
Going with Max and a couple of my childhood friends because one of our friends is getting married.
In Greece? Or is it like a bachelor trip?
He's getting married in Greece, yeah.
That's so cool. Nice, man. That sounds like an awesome trip. Never been to Greece.
Yeah, we're going to some tiny little island, so we're flying into Santorini. We have to get a ferry because the helicopter was quite literally extortionate.
Oh, really? Like just stupid expensive?
Oh yeah, it was like so like for example, when I go to Saint Tropez, I fly to Nice, get a helicopter from Nice to Saint Tropez, it saves an hour and a half drive, yeah. Like
Hmm.
and it's like maybe like 2 grand ish, maybe. Like the ferry is 31 minutes from Santorini to Ios, and the ferry was like 17 euros, right? The helicopter was 4 grand one way. Suck your mum, mate. I'm not paying that.
The
You
fuck?
can you can just do one. It's not happening.
Yeah, that's insane.
They need
That's
a heavy
highway
duty one to
robbery.
carry you,
Yeah.
bro. Fuck you, voltage. No, I'm kidding, bro. No, no. I normally just book the same helicopter, but it was whatever. 4 grand, yeah, euros. So much money for a helicopter one way, and the helicopter ride was. I'm not kidding. 7 minutes. No way. I'm sorry. I I think that is quite literally a crime. That's a crime.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, no worries. I'll catch the ferry.
Yeah. Take that 4 grand and shove it up your fucking hoop. I'm paying 17 euros for a fucking boat ride instead. Weird. I extort myself by losing 4 grand in 7 minutes at New York Open most days.
Maybe he was gonna have to fly through the Strait of Hormuz. Yeah, if we're in the Strait of Hormuz from Greece, we've gone a long way,
Yeah.
including over Israel and Iran and Dubai. Yeah,
Just a quick detour. Go monitor the situation.
right, boys. We're wrapping up here in five.
Don't forget to like the stream. Like and subscribe. Not a super awesome day on my end. Stopped it on that long. Um, Definitely there was some recipe there for it being kind of a lower probability trade, just given the fact that we did fail to form any sort of displacement. We did create that breaker at 9:45 on that closure, but it was like, oh geez, what was the 37.75 and we closed 38.75. So like a point above. Not a lot of displacement. And we were creating some SMT with the 7 a.m. highs, tapping midnight nicely into that hourly breaker premium. From there, we just kind of sold right off. It's not exactly the best trade. Looking back at it, I'll have to journal it and stuff. Definitely could have maybe waited a little bit because we did have the previous weekly low, had some projections from that 4-hour breaker at the start of the week, yet to be met. So the previous weekly low was definitely a better draw. I probably could have been a little bit more careful longing. But now that we've taken out this previous weekly low, the only SMT we have is with the with YM at the daily low, at the previous daily low, because YM actually already swept out its previous weekly low. I believe it was yesterday. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see what happens here for the rest of the week, but not a great start to the week for me. I'm down a couple R, so 3R is where I'm at. So lots of week left. All I can do is just refine, journal, kind of lock myself back in and get sharp again and not let the start of a bad week just blow up. It's not the end of the world.
I'm not using my Whoop anymore, no. I just couldn't fucking be asked to keep charging it. I lost the charger twice, paid like 60 quid for a new one. Just not doing it anymore. I won't be taken advantage of.
It's so expensive. The monthly fee is insane when you could just like buy like a Garmin and probably get a lot of the same data. And you get like way better battery life.
True. True. Never a truer statement said. Right, chat. We appreciate every single one of you. Please like and subscribe on the way out the door if you haven't already. For those that have, thank you for the continued support. Messy market. However, we tried our best. I'm walking away with slightly red on the day. And we'll leave it there, I think.
Mm-hmm. Nothing else from
Anything
me.
from you?
Thank you guys so much.
All right, boys and girls. Ciao. Much love. See you soon. Cheers, boys. Thanks, Bray.
Thanks, Kane. Have a good one, bro.
Thank you, bro.